Hello everybody, my name is Veronica and welcome to my YouTube channel. Here we play The Sims 4. And today I'm building a house. It's not a only base game house, and this house is not a starter home. It's definitely not a starter home because I actually was a little bit surprised how much it did cost in the end. I wanted to build a starter home at first, but this big house just didn't manage to become a starter home because it just was too empty when I tried to make it a starter home. So it's not the first try I built this house. It's actually maybe third or fourth try you see now. And as I've been introducing this house, I already made a shell and roofed it. And I actually have been struggling a lot with a proper shell of the house because I try to figure what I want to make with windows later, what kind of floor plan I want to have. And this house has a living room on the first floor, a dining room, kitchen, and a kind of a breakfast nook with a skylight. You saw me adding a glass roof in the back of the house. And on the second floor, we have two bedrooms and two bathrooms. One is accessible only from the parents' bedroom, and another bathroom is a hallway bathroom. And the first floor doesn't have a bathroom. I tried to add it, but I didn't manage because when I tried to add a bathroom, the living room became way too small, and I didn't want to make a kitchen area smaller. And now I finished painting a house. I added a chimney because I thought it would look pretty, and now I'm figuring the floor plan on the second floor. And as you can see, parents' bedroom is a really long room. I've been struggling with it too because it's not easy to furnish this kind of a room when you have a bedroom for two bed for two in there. If it Now that I think of it, it could have been a nice kids room, but I thought that it will be better if parents have their own bathroom, not the kid. Just I thought it would be kind of logical that when you buy a house, you want a better room for yourself. But I don't know, it's just me. I'm not that into having kids. And I've also been struggling a lot with the windows on the back of the house and on the side of it. I just didn't know what I want to make there. And in the end, I figured it, and this house almost does not have any windows on the sides. It only has two windows on the first floor. I've already placed them, and it doesn't have any windows on the chimney side of the house. And as you can see, I've separated the dining area from the living area now. I will change that later. And as you probably have guessed, it's like a classic blue suburban kind of house. And I don't know if a lot of people are used to this closed up kind of floor plan, but I thought it would be nice if the living area is separated from a kitchen area because I am used to live in a house like this, and I'm used to live in apartments like this. And sometimes I actually think that it is nice to have a chance to go away from the smell of food after you cooked, maybe because not every time I cook it turns out well. And also I thought that it's more practical. I think it's more practical because when you have a fabric sofa, it just can be filled with smell of food over time if the kitchen and living area are not divided. And you can see, back to the video, I already painted most of the walls. At first I thought that I'm painting it like some base color just to have them painted, and I thought I will paint them later, but a spoiler, it did not happen. I just thought that the coloring turned out quite nice. And as you just have seen, I thought about making a more square room to become a parent's bedroom, but then I changed my mind and I made a long room into parents' bedroom. And I thought it actually turned out quite nice because their bedroom has a computer, so it's can be really practical for skill building for your Sims. But I just actually mostly my Sims are writers because it's, I think, quite an easy way to make a lot of money in the game, and it's an easy way to get constant income because when you publish a book you receive royalties every day, but it when you're a painter, for example, you just get money only the moment you sell a painting. So I also, in this build, I try to divide my the entrance area from the living area, because in my country, I live in a cold country, it's a common thing because you don't want to let all the cold in when it's cold outside. I just made this house look the way the houses look around where I live, mostly. It doesn't look like that in the exterior, it has quite large windows, which is not common here, but in these small details, like divided way to go outside, I try to make it like this. But I stepped out from that rule and I made a door to the back porch. So never mind. And now I was furnishing a bathroom and I like adding a lot of clutter in the places that I build because I believe it makes all the places I build more lived in when there is quite a lot of clutter. And now I try to figure out the kid's bedroom, and I thought that I do not really like try to figure the age of the kid because it can be either a teenager or a child. But if it is a teenager, it's like likely to be a teenager who just aged up because it has some toys, it has this crafting table which is for kids, for children, and I think I did quite a nice job decorating these rooms. And as you can see, kids and parents' bedroom have quite a lot of seasons, so sorry if you don't have that pack, but I kind of think this pack is maybe essential for the Sims game. And I tried to add a lot of posters on the walls because why not? It's quite common thing for children to have a lot of posters on the walls, I think. At least I had a lot of them, mostly from my sister, but it doesn't matter. And I added also put this wardrobe and a mirror in the corner just by the entrance, so it just a nice place to add some storage in the room, because as for me, I wouldn't like to have my sleeping place right by the door, but to have some storage by the door, why not? And you might have noticed that I add a lot of carpets in the bathrooms, but it just my thing. I think I just don't like have my legs wet for a longer time. And also I added light switches in every room. I it just the fact that I have an electrical engineering major and I am quite picky about all these electrical nuances. So If you paid attention to that, you might have noticed, but it's just a small thing that may concern only me. And as I've been talking about light switches, I already decorating the hallways, and next we are going to go down to a living area, and I've been struggling really a lot with laying it out. And as I added a chimney on the outside, I really wanted to add a fireplace on the inside, but I actually left it like a little small fire hazard because the carpet is going to go right under the chimney, the fireplace. And it's not really practical, but if you want to download this house, you're free to do so, and you can just change a layout of this living room. I was actually quite proud of it when I built it, but now that I look at it again, I think that I might have placed everything further to the front door, so there would be more walking area around the couch, or I might have switched places the desk that I placed by the door upstairs and the stereo that I placed by the window. But now, but what's done is done, and if you don't love this house, you're free to change everything. It's actually is already on my gallery. I posted it. It's by the same gallery name as my YouTube channel. I hope you like it. And I didn't place much clutter in this room. I just thought it wasn't that necessary here. And as you can see, I placed really a lot of art all around the house. And that is actually one of the things that made this house quite expensive in the Sims. Not in real life, it only has 2 packs, and tiny living is only in some small decorations. So, and the living room is pretty much done already, and I added another computer, so your sim will really be able to do some skill building in this house, as you will also see when I go to the backyard. And I made the dining room divided from a living room, as I said. I just thought it also would be nice to have a separated place where you eat. And it's like a formal dining room, so your sims can invite guests and have like a nice formal dinner. And as you can see, I started added clutter all around the house. And next I'm going to step to the kitchen. And in the kitchen I used mostly base game items. I just thought that this kitchen should be really nice, and I added this coffee nook where you can make coffee, take some cookies maybe, and go to the breakfast nook and enjoy the sun from the ceiling and from all the windows around, because breakfast nook has 3 windows for a room that is 3 by 4 tiles, which is a lot of windows. And I'm putting a lot of clutter in the kitchen. I just thought that I want to make this house quite lived in and in some classical design. And in this breakfast nook, which is also actually looks like a second dining room, I just put some nice clutter so that it would look usable. And now I'm going to the backyard. It's quite small lot, so the backyard isn't too big too. So I wanted to add a little patio there, but then I thought that maybe not. Actually, I just didn't figure how the half foundation thing works, because sometimes I can make the 2 divided foundation, but sometimes the Sims game just doesn't give me 2. I don't know how it works. If you know the answer, just write in the comments. And I added a grill there because I just think it also can be nice place to hang out with your family and eat some nice lunch or maybe dinner. As you can see, I'm quite fond of food, and I added a little bit of landscaping. I just add some basic landscaping. I actually was really tired by the moment I came to this, and as you can see, there is a lot of possibilities to build skills in the backyard. You have a telescope there, an easel, two planting pots, and you have a chess table in the front, and you can have a flower arranging table in the back. So your sim can actually live in this house and not leave it at all. And so the build is finished, and let's head to the tour. So this is the house, this is its front. I actually think that it turned out pretty nice in the front. And so this is the whole living entrance, the living area, dining, nice, I would say fancy kitchen, another dining. And here we go to the staircase, which has some paintings. I imagine that these are paintings over previous owners of this house, but I know that these are actually some of these people scenes. And here we go to the parents' bedroom, where your sims can sleep, they can build some skills on the computer, or do some any other stuff. Here is their bathroom. It is the kids' bedroom, where your kid also can play a violin. I said that I didn't try to set the age of the kid who lives here, but apparently it's a child. Um, Here is another bathroom where there is only shower, but if you want to play a toddler, there is always a bathtub in the parents' bathroom. And this is the house, and I really like the way this glass roof looks. I just think it's really cozy, and I wanted to make this look like an extension that was added later. I hope I managed to do this, and this house doesn't have that much of landscaping, just a basic one. And in the backyard, I pretty much said everything about the backyard. I hope you enjoyed this build and subscribe to my channel. This build is already on the gallery by the Globerant username. You can download it if you have seasons and the base game, which everybody has. And if you don't have tiny living, you will just lose some rocks and maybe some flowers. So thank you for watching this video, subscribe to my channel, like this video, write something in the comments if you want to tell me something, and see you in the next video. Goodbye!